Hey, so recently I was watching a video from one of my favorite YouTubers, Gillian Perkins, and she had a video that was entitled The Formula for Success and Secrets to Success as an Entrepreneur. So today I thought I'd break that down and apply it specifically to the formula for success for bookkeepers. I'm Morgan from FinePoints.biz. I love to help bookkeepers get organized. Make sure you subscribe to my channel by hitting the red button down below, and a thumbs up is a huge compliment that you can give me. So in her video, Gillian talked a bit about how she'd spent time searching for the secret to success and the formula, and she kind of realized eventually that it meant different things for different people. But she did boil it down to 5 steps that are going to help you out a lot. And one of the most helpful things that she kept saying that I really took away from it is that being successful is basically stringing a lot of small successes together. So as a bookkeeper, when you're first starting out, you probably feel super overwhelmed and you feel like you can't do it and you don't know, you see the end goal in sight and it looks unattainable. But really, if you just take one small step every day or every week, that is how you become successful. All right, so the first thing you need to do is write down what success looks like for you. And this sounds obvious, but when she said it, I was like, wait a second, I actually haven't reevaluated my business goals for a while, and they have changed so much for me as a bookkeeper since when I first started. So when I first started, we had 1 baby, and now we have an 8 and a 4-year-old. So we had 1 baby, and we had a lot of student loan debt. So I have a video here that talks about how we paid off all of our $120,000 in student loans. And on that journey, that was when I started my bookkeeping business. That was my why for many years when I started bookkeeping. But my life has changed a lot since then. We have different financial goals, different needs. I do feel like I'm in a place now where I'm not desperately trying to make money to get out of debt. So I do feel like I have more space to maybe invest in my business or maybe be more philanthropic if I'd like to. That was one of my goals when I was always starting out, and I haven't yet really quite figured out how that's going to look in my business. But now I feel like I have a little bit of space to do that. And so those are some of the things I want to write down when I'm talking about what does success look like for me and for my business. And that's what I want you guys to do too. Because of course, if you don't know what success looks like, then you're not really going to know when you are successful or when you've achieved your success, right? All right, and the second step in this formula is to find people who have achieved success, what success is in your eyes, because you're not going to reinvent the wheel. You want to be building on other people's ideas and getting help from other people. And then going along with that, the third step is to learn from that mentor. So it might be someone that you're not able to be in contact with personally, maybe you want to read books by that person or watch YouTube videos or watch them kind of from afar and just read and consume their content and learn from them that way. Or maybe it's someone a little bit closer that you're able to sit down with and have coffee with and talk to them about their steps for success. And you want to be really clear when you do that. Say, these are the goals for my bookkeeping business. This is the direction that I'm going. How do you think I can get there? And they should be able to give you kind of an outline. You can kind of learn from them the frameworks to the steps to success that they took, and you might need to combine it from a few different people, and that is totally great. All right, and the fourth step is to make a plan. And you need to make a plan with all the information that you have now. And of course, that is going to change over time as you start taking some of those steps. I know for my business, I'm a big proponent of making a monthly to-do list. So, and this isn't just my client to-do list. This is my business goals. So I set goals periodically, probably every January, like a lot of people do. And then every month I revise and update my to-do list based on my overarching goals. So I'm I need to do these 3 tasks in order to, reach this goal by this quarter or this point. So for you, maybe that is you need to make a website for your business. Maybe you want to get 3 new clients in the next 3 months. Again, don't be afraid to break it down into little tiny small successes, because those little successes are going to give you momentum. And it'll make you feel okay, I'm making progress, I'm doing it, and that leads to bigger and bigger wins. And then the last part, number 5, is just take action on your first step. And you might not even know how to do the first step. You might not know how to make a website. So then your first step before that would be figure out how to do the first step. So maybe you need to watch some YouTube tutorials on how to use classes in QuickBooks. Maybe you need to make a marketing plan on how to, get some of those clients that you've been looking for. But I really just do want to encourage you to not be overwhelmed if you feel like you're so far from starting your bookkeeping business or you're so far from the point that you want to be. Everyone started with nothing, right? And every business owner started kind of at square one and they had to figure it as they went. So I know you can do it too. I do have a video called Start Here. I'll leave it linked right here and then in this description box below. And that is just kind of my advice for how to get started as a bookkeeper. And there's lots of other videos on my channel that I'm sure you can find or maybe you've already watched that should help you as well. All right, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and I'll have another bookkeeping video out next week. Thanks so much. Bye.